guys, just looking at, I'm going to cycle through a few of the charts, but I think the biggest news today is certainly going to be around the British vote. We've got the vote of confidence which comes out in about 5 minutes time, which is Boris Johnson looking like he's in trouble, and he's trying to sort of strengthen his position with a few headlines saying that he'll cut taxes and stuff. But the other thing that we'll notice is the commodity currencies are all a bit weaker as risk certainly comes off. So let's go and have a look at what that means when we go to, let's just say, the indices. We can see that I've got a S&P 500 trade on, but they're all, particularly in the US, heading towards their lows for the session so far, and there's only 5 minutes of cash trading left. So that's all looking pretty weak, and that's kind of coming off the back of the risk on, risk off environment, and risk is certainly off at the moment. We look at the commodities, look at the hard commodities. Oil's off a little bit, as is Brent, and gasoline, but they're still all at elevated highs. That was the Ukrainian start of the Ukrainian war. Natural gas is the big one, which is at all-time highs. Copper's popping again, and then you've got your precious metals, which are all off a little bit. So there's certainly a bit of flow to safe havens when we take into account that sell-off in stocks. UK not so much. People are looking at this confidence vote as a bit of positive for the pound. I guess it depends on the outcome really, which we'll know in 5 minutes. Then when we come into just all the majors, again we're seeing the commodity currencies, in fact all of the currencies really against the US, underperforming. Again, the pound has been the standout. It's managed to hold on thanks to this vote, and that could change in a couple of minutes, but certainly the theme is US dollar strength again, and this is the dollar index here. We can see it's sort of cycling and looking to push again, and if we throw a Fibonacci on that from the last time it was down here at the 50 EMA, we can see that the 50 fib here is giving good support for the dollar index. And again, it's that risk-off environment, right? So when the US dollar seems to be the go-to at the moment for your safe haven. So commodity currencies like Kiwi will struggle. Aussie struggling right now, but we've got the RBA later today, and they're expecting to sort of move anywhere between 35 basis points to a full 50 basis points. Market's sort of pricing in 35 to 40, but if they go the full 50, you'll see the Aussie dollar strengthen. Maybe even if they go to 40, you'll see the Aussie strengthen. If they do the 35, which is the most sort of heavily backed price, I guess, if they do 35, the Aussie won't do much at all, but if they do, because it's kind of priced in, but if they go 40 or 50, you'll see a bit of strength in the Aussie there. So might be an opportunity for you in that. Otherwise, I think the theme for today and pretty much the rest of this week is looking to buy US dollars on any sort of lower time frame opportunity, whether you're looking at the sort of 5 minute chart or you're looking at the hourly chart. What you're looking for is that opportunity, market to come back to a point of resistance and look to sell that. On the euro, you're probably looking around that 107 level, a nice round number. So you get a 5 minute to come up there and fade it off that level there, the 107. Other than that, that's the theme for today. In terms of news for the day, we've got just the RBA cash rate really, and that's the main one for today. and of course the UK vote in 2 minutes. So keep an eye on the pound and how that performs over that. I would expect that the US dollar dominance would still win out in the end. So again, you could be looking to fade the pound off the news, finding a strong resistance level where you might get an opportunity to sell the pound. So someone's somewhere circa in there. You'll be looking to sell the pound in about a minute. They announce it. Well, supposedly. It could take a lot more than a minute for it to happen. So that's it for today, guys, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks.